Okay. We are delighted now to bring on our first guest, and David Kennedy, would you introduce him?
All right, first up in the hot seat tonight, Wally, is Richard Blade, better known as The Blade, DJ and radio station KROQ.
K-Rock. Never mind. Hey, that was one of our own crew who did that. Throw her out of here. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. The Blade, they call you.
That's right. The cutting edge.
Now, Richard, right off the bat, I was incensed. I was shocked. I turned you on the air today.
Thank you. I hope you filled out your ratings diary.
But you're calling your station K Roach.
Well,
that's terrible.
Well, that's... Oh, Wally, you are always looking for drug influences. We're talking about the wildlife that inhabits the carpets.
You know what you were talking about.
We were talking about the wildlife. We have roach motels.
Now, come on.
It's true.
I happen to know, Blade, that I've done a little investigation of you. You are for the legalization of marijuana, are you not?
Well, I think that if marijuana was legalized, it would take the kids off the streets from buying it from dope dealers and lead into higher
into
drugs.
the stores so they could buy more of it.
Well, why not? Then the government can make money from it.
Now, listen, are you into marijuana, Blade?
Not at the moment, no.
Not at the moment. In about an hour, do you think you might be?
What? Do you want to come around the back and smoke some with me?
No, thank you. No, I'm sorry. Old Wally is very...
that was an offer. Sorry, Wally.
No, but I mean, you do smoke the stuff, right?
Not recently. I've been too busy. I've been
now, come on, don't try to wiggle off.
Hey, I would if I had the time.
How long has it been, Blade, since you've had a joint?
Have you got a watch?
Now, how long? Come on, level with Old Wally's audience. They're all waiting now to say, how long has it been since the Blade has had a joint? Tell me the truth.
In all honesty, at least 4 months.
Oh, come on.
In all honesty.
Do you believe that? All right.
Would you believe 3.5 months?
Would you believe 3.5 hours? Would you believe that? Now, I am really shocked because when I was believe it or not, I used to be a rock and roll.
Hey, I play your records all the time. Wally, George, and the Hollywood Twisters.
You don't play my records.
I do. It's great. It's one of the top requested records at K-Rock.
Are you serious?
But we had some complaints from the mothers because of the lyrics, Wally.
Oh, come on. No.
I heard at one time that you were going to be on the Ed Sullivan Show, but they'd only show you from the waist up.
No, that's not true. Now listen.
No, it's from the waist down.
Listen, Blade, I want to ask you this. You have been very sexual on radio.
Thank you.
No, it's not a compliment.
Wally, I've tried to be sexual on radio, but I keep falling off. It's these small radios. You just can't do it.
Wait, Blade, that's... Oh, God. Blade, I may have to throw you off, Blade, any minute.
Well, I'm sorry.
Now listen, Blade, do not do these double entendres with Wild Wally. I mean, he does not stand for that.
Hey, Wally, I have a double entendre. You see, I'm a big fan of Duran Duran, which has been described as an orgasmatron by People magazine.
You can't say that on this program.
Okay, I won't. But let me show you who else I'm a big fan of.
A big fan of who?
Here we go. Don't worry, I'm keeping the pants on.
Oh, come on now. Holy man. You had to print the picture from that jerky newspaper?
That's right. You have a subscription to it.
Wally, you're just... Listen, you can't win any merit badges with me for wearing that.
Well, I'm sorry.
Listen, first, we're going right back to the hot seat inquisition now.
Okay.
Now, what I don't like about what you're doing is you are making teenagers really get more and more into drugs and sexuality by what you're doing on the air, by saying, oh, well, pot is okay, and you've even said there's nothing wrong with teenagers being sexual. There's nothing wrong with teenagers being involved in sexuality. What you're saying, Blade, is it's okay to hop in the sack and get pregnant or VD. That's what you're saying.
Well, no, I don't think so. I think it's okay to hop in the sack if you know who you're with, if you have a relationship with someone.
No, it's not okay. How old do they have to, how old would you say a young young girl should be before she, quote-unquote, hops in the sack? How old would you say?
I don't know. Where do you draw the line?
A little. I say, no young teenager, especially, I'm talking about mainly girls now, should get involved.
I agree with you, Wally. No young teenager, but look at the girls these days. They're old teenagers. I mean, you see 18-year-olds that look like 25.
No, listen, that's the problem, Richard, or Blade. I'll call you Blade. Is that okay?
Either's fine.
You can call me Your Highness.
Okay. Okay, Mr. Georgeness. By the way,
wait, you made me lose my train of thought here.
Go ahead.
What was my train of thought? Oh, yeah, okay. The whole thing is, Blade, what I am upset about is kids now don't get the opportunity of going from childhood into teenagerhood. They go right from childhood into adulthood. That's wrong. There should be teenage years. There are no more because people like you, Blade, I'm sorry to say this, are on to kids 13 and 14 and saying sex, 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 drugs, 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 and you're leading them down the wrong path. Don't you think so?
We're just setting them up for some good experiences later in life.
Wait a minute. Good experience.
All we say is if a teenager wants to have sex, let her take precautions. Let her take the pill or something.
No, wait a minute. But you're promoting this. Why can't you just say like I do? Wait a while. Why do you have to jump in bed right away? How old do you think? Wait, I'm asking, and you still haven't answered me.
Okay.
How old do you think a teenager should be before they have sex? What's the age limit as far as you go?
Well, as far as I go, it's 18 because that's
no,
the
but I mean kids making.
Well, it all depends. You can't draw a line, Wally. I think this is why it's so dangerous.
Give me an answer, Blade.
I think it's so dangerous, Wally, because you make these open statements.
I am dangerous?
Yes, in a way you are, because you make these statements saying that teenagers shouldn't do it. Everyone is an individual, Wally. You can't take away individuality.
Richard, I'm going to ask you one more time.
Okay.
He's doing the same thing that communist did. You remember
communism? Surely not.
When I asked that communist, was he or was he not, he was evading me. Now I'm going to ask you one more time. What age do you think it is right for teenagers to be involved in sex?
If we were machines, Wally, I could give you a set age because you know that uranium has a half-life of 100,000 years. You can't say that for teenagers because everyone is an individual.
Would you say it's all right for 13-year-olds to get to have sex?
Well, in the country of Guyana, they get married at 9.
Richard, will you stop this?
They watch you in Guyana, don't they, Wally?
You're not giving me direct answers.
Okay.
Do you think children of 13 in this country should be able to have sex?
It depends on the person they're with.
Oh, come on.
Not with me, no. Not with an adult.
How can you possibly say
I would think
13 is a child.
16 is more of a realistic age. 13 is very young. But I wouldn't say if I had a son or a daughter, I would treat them as an individual.
Well,
And I would make sure that if the girl she knew about things before she had sex. I'd make sure she was informed. I think sex education in schools, it should be required because kids should know about it. And she should be offered the alternatives, whether it's birth control or abortion.
I have